We want to tell you what kind of president our dad will be.
You are making America strong again. You are making America safe again. You are making America proud again.
He will be tough
and honest.
A vote for my father, Donald J. Trump.
My father, my hero, Joe Biden.
Does anyone believe there'll be less violence in America if Donald Trump is reelected?
Biden's record is a shameful roll call of the most catastrophic betrayals and blunders in our lifetime.
The national conventions have drawn the battle lines for the final weeks of the election. And soon the two candidates will be engaging in a war of words on live television at prime time. But this is not the first time the duo has called for a fight. And we're not talking about the evidence on Twitter.
When a guy who ended up becoming our national leader said, I can grab a woman anywhere and she likes it, they asked me, would I like to debate this gentleman? And I said, no. I said, if we were in high school, I'd take him behind the gym and beat the hell out of him.
Our leaders are stupid people. They're stupid people. Over Biden. Did you see where Biden wants to take me to the back of the barn? Me. He wants it.
Now we have the presidential candidates having to defend their own legacies. And the two candidates are men from another era, asking people to vote at a moment when we seem to be entering a new era. On one end, we have a 74-year-old Democrat who has been a politician most of his life. And on the other, there's a former real estate mogul, a glitzy pageant producer, and a reality TV star like no other. But before we get to the details of Trump's colorful history, let's take a look at the blue candidate, Joe Biden. Entered politics when he was just 25 in 1968. He became the longest-serving senator of Delaware and one of the youngest senators in U.S. history after taking office in 1972. But it was in 2008 when Joe Biden reached the highest political office in the nation, the Vice President of the United States of America. But this former Vice President carries a controversial baggage to his long political career. In the past, Joe Biden has voted for what is called as the Hyde Amendment, which means that a woman cannot use her own medical aid money to protect her reproductive rights. In simple language, a woman cannot get an abortion. Second, the Vermont senator has often pointed out that Biden was involved in the decision behind the Iraq War.
You got the disastrous war in Iraq done.
To which Biden had conceded and said this. At this point of time, this particular error of judgment doesn't seem to be costing much to Mr. Biden. But Sanders' attack lines are already being picked up by the Trump campaign, and Trump has a history of not shying away from throwing punches. Coming back to the political ring, to the red candidate Donald J. Trump, America's most famous and colorful billionaire, the 74-year-old businessman had the last laugh in 2016 when he defied all predictions to beat a much-seasoned politician, Hillary Clinton. The fourth child of a New York real estate tycoon, Trump took control of his father's company and renamed it to Trump Organization in 1971. From that, he went on to build an empire in the entertainment business and launched multiple beauty pageants between 1996 and 2015. He also debuted an NBC reality television show called The Apprentice. Donald Trump first expressed interest in running for the presidency as early as 1987 and even entered the 2000 race as a Reform Party candidate. A president who has faced an FBI investigation into impeachment, Donald Trump not only made his way to the White House, but also ruled it. But both the candidates have several similar controversies in their legacies. They also have the tag of racism in their histories. The way Biden ran the US Senate back in 1972 was much more conservative than the one we see today, and Trump has been repeatedly accused of never having a black American in any position of authority at any point.
Abortion extremism must end!
One thing that has become crucial in the 2020 election campaign has been the state of race relations in America. And the histories of these two men vying for the presidency, the history we just told you about, will shape the 2020 campaign. It could shape the next presidency and might even shape America.